African-American woman. And because of that, I've always hated my voice because I feel like my voice doesn't sound the way a black woman's voice should. My voice to me sounds like a Nordstrom store operator and all of the Huxtable children combined. Except for Theo. And it's not because he's a man. It's because his voice sounds the blackest. No, but whenever I have meetings or interviews and people have never seen me and then I show up, I know that every time they're always looking at me like, I know they were expecting a white girl that rides horses. And every single time it's like, surprise, guess who's coming to dinner? No, there's like a couple of things that I've always felt some shame around. Like I just didn't feel like I was black enough, you know? My name is Skyler. I love open water swimming. I'm intimidated by dancing in public. And, of course, I work in finance. And by the way, I didn't realize that working in finance, like finance and corporate America and golf, they're like, I didn't realize how much of a thing that was. You know, they're paired together so often, just like good-looking black men and fat, ugly, older white women. You know, now, ooh, I lost my train of thought. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot of things about being a black woman that are really challenging. And a lot of the times people think it has to do with the extreme violence that my community deals with all of the time. And it's like, listen, if I see someone coming down the street in the hood, I'm like, I know exactly where you stand. I hate you, you hate me, let's hate together in harmony. No, it's the spiritual white women that are absolutely the fucking worst. Now, I like to play this game with myself, where I wait to hear one of like 4 sentences said to me in a day. And every single time I hear it, I like to make that face that Jim Halpert does in The Office, like when they say it and I'm like... I'm not racist. Not to sound racist. And then insert the most insulting fucking thing that somebody would say. Or, you know, I have black friends and a black boyfriend. I also have friends that practice medicine. Doesn't mean I'm operating surgery. I'm socially liberal, but fiscally conservative. Or my fucking favorite. I don't see color. Really, Katie? I want you to explain your yoga mat collection to me without using color. Let me guess, turquoise and purple, right? No, but there are a lot of things also that I really love and cherish about being a black woman. And one of those things is that I feel like our elders are just like super special. Like black grandmas are just like, they're like filled with magic, you know? And so I was super lucky because, excuse me. Oh, I pulled the plug on myself. Okay, so back to black grandmas now. So I was super lucky because I got to be a dementia and Alzheimer's caregiver for the world's most extra elegant bitch, my grandma Lola. Now, my grandma Lola, and like when you're taking care of someone with dementia or Alzheimer's, what's happening is you're trying to figure out what reality they're living in, just like dating. And so one day I came home and my grandma was hella stressed out. I was like, Grandma, what's the matter? She's like, there's a black woman this big who's living here. I was like, is she talking about me? And then she said, she left her dirty panties on the floor. And then I knew she was talking about me. No, and here's the thing. Living with my grandma and living in her house, I always felt super scared because I knew that there are spirits there. And listen, black people, we do ancestors, but we don't do ghosts and spirits and shit. That's why you never see us in haunted house movies. Because the second I see a dumbwaiter or some shit moving out of the way, I'm out of escrow. Thank you so much. No. But living with my grandma the first 6 months to a year, I used to hear this sound every night at like 3 a.m. No, thank you. I was like, what the hell is that? I'm not going upstairs because poltergeist is happening. I'll see her in the morning. And then finally, one day I was doing laundry, and I rolled the closet door to the side. I moved her laundry basket, and I heard I was like, that's the sound. And then there in the corner was a handle of Tanqueray gin. And I realized all of this time I was smuggling weed and mediocre dick downstairs. And my grandma was smuggling Tanqueray upstairs. The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree. No, and the thing about Grandma Lola is she did 3 things every single day. She wore a crisp white blouse with the collar pre-popped and starched. She read the paper from front to back. And she had a gin and tonic at 3 o'clock, precisely. People say we aren't punctual. So, one night, it was 4th of July, and me and my auntie were standing outside looking at the fireworks. And when you stand outside past 4:30, my grandma gets mad, because that's what whores do. And she's like, what are you doing outside? I said, Grandma, it's 4th of July, the fireworks, God bless America. And immediately she said, the place where they hang niggers. Where's the lie though, y'all? Come on, that's true. Yeah, but here's the thing, I'm never gonna be a grandmother because I'm not gonna be a mama. However, I'm gonna be the world's most extra auntie, so auntie. So auntie that I take Facebook quizzes and post the results. I want to be bringing that uncle energy, I always have a Bluetooth headset in my ear. Has anyone noticed that this very specific generation of black men always have Bluetooth in their ear? It's like they're waiting for a call from the president any fucking second about a missile that they need to stop and save the earth. It's like, listen, Clarence, it's not that serious. You can answer the phone just like everybody else. No, but I know that I'm definitely not just focused on being an auntie, but I'm definitely starting to become like my mom and dad. Which that's why those progressive commercials are so damn funny, because that's exactly what happens. So when was the first time that you realized you were becoming your parents? Okay, for me, it was when I wore a fanny pack. And not around my chest, but around my waist. Because it was more functional. And then I noticed myself after only walking 1 block, I stretched dramatically. And I was like, oh my God, it's happening. Thank God I haven't become so much like them that I'm pro-life. I walked up to my parents' door and I said, when are we going to start regulating men's ejaculate with the same fervor that we regulate women's uteruses? And he said, good morning, Skyler. So, talking about choice, thank you all so much for choosing to be here and support all of us. Have a good night.